everyone, and welcome to the Woman's Cave. Oh,
wow, she is being so professional today. I was already ready. I was like, okay, Jade, get your life ready. So I'll be like, no, Winona, we gotta say, well, and now I don't have to. So hi, I'm Jade.
Oh my word, yes, and I'm Winona.
High five, social distance, COVID's still out here.
We are rocking this professional.
Yes,
today.
we are. Like
it's a concert.
Oh, that was a bad joke.
It was so good. We were doing so good.
Oh, really like corny. A concert.
You got Iowa corny in here.
Wow, it again. Y'all, I love Iowa. Don't get me wrong. I do love me some Iowa. Okay, I love it. Anyway, we wrote literary life guides with our poetry before we go any further down the hole of blackness.
I feel like we should. Never
black
mind.
Hole.
I would say anywhere down the black hole. Yeah, there you go.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. We said reverse in it. All right. So yeah, we wrote literary life guides with power poetry, and I thought divorce was bad with other life lessons, and I thought being grown up was easy. If only I were me, a memoir in verse, pouring coffee. That was just upside down. She showed this thing upside down. There you go. A Widow's Web and a Widow's Debt, all available. Were you a local? You go ahead and get your local audiobooks. Like how I said that? Yeah, okay. Well, you can find out all about the other books on and everything your ladies up to on www.andithoughladies.com.
Wow.
You had to add in the middle.
I wanted it to feel like you were just about to buy a brand new car. .com. I'm sorry.
Okay, first of all, why would anyone spend new car money on our website?
I don't
know.
That
is a real question.
But if it's for the Patreon, feel free.
I mean, sure, feel free, but I'm just saying, please get yourself the new car. Like, I think you need that more than you need to spend like 85 gazillion bucks.
But you're not here to hear about us. You're here to hear from our wonderful guests.
Wonderful guests, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Joe Wilkins. I am the founder of the Henderson Writers Group, and I brought the Las Vegas Writers Conference to Las Vegas in 2003, I think it was. And we're a critiquing group. We have many authors of many different genres. Myself, I write science fiction and mystery, young adult mostly. And I enjoy writing more than I think anything else.
Okay, so how did you think about founding a writers group? Like, how did that even come across your mind, and why?
Well, I was a member of a group that disbanded, and I really missed it. So I put an advertisement in the newspaper, and I said, anybody wants to join a writers group or start a writers group, let's meet at the library. And we did, and we had about 40 people there. And the next week or the next month when we met, we had 8 people. We had 8 people for quite a while. And then as soon as we started having the conferences, it just exploded. I mean, there's like 117 members now.
So when did you start having the conferences, and how was the planning for that first conference in 2003?
Oh, that was a nightmare. I told the group, I said, we're never going to get listened to because nobody knows our names. So we need to bring them here and flaunt our work in front of them. And basically, I just went out to one of the casinos and I said, how much will it cost for me to do this? I borrowed enough money to do it, and we paid for it. And it paid for itself. We had a really small conference. It was like 58 people, including the speakers, for the first one. And now we're turning people away, and we have I think a top of 150.
Wow. Now you have a wonderful conference. We've been able to go for the last 2 years. We've been able to make it to your conference, and it has
been online. It's been great.
It's been an enjoyable conference.
We tried really hard.
So how do you feel about how the writing group and the conference has grown in notoriety and membership?
I'm really surprised. I mean, you never think something that you start is going to take off and explode, but this kind of did. And I think it's because there's a need. There's a need for people to know if they're writing it correctly, if it's going to be something that other people other than your mom and dad, like and can enjoy, I mean, I had my grandson ask me at one time, he says, write a story with all of us grandchildren in it. Well, I've got 15 grandchildren. And, that was really kind of hard to do. So I wrote him a little YA murder mystery, but if you really, really love what you're doing, you put your heart and your soul into it. And it's not difficult at all. I mean, people say writer's block, they get writer's block. And I think writer's block basically is because you've lost confidence in yourself, not because you don't have anything to write. And I try real hard not to lose confidence in myself, which is a really hard thing to do for me.
It is.
It really is, especially as writers, you face a lot of rejection.
Oh,
right?
yes.
You face a lot of rejection. So with that being said, I'm going to try to segue. Why do you think that new writers should join a writers group, and specifically your writers group?
Well, everybody needs to bounce their work off of someone. Whether you have a beta group of 3 or 4 readers, or whether you're standing up in front of a group like Henderson Writers Group and you're reading your work to someone, you get a lot of opinions. You get a lot of variety of, hey, I didn't get that, or yeah, that really goes over well. And that's kind of something that everybody needs to know, because all of us writers, we think we've written what we've got in our mind, but when it actually gets on the page, it's not the same as what we were thinking. And if we don't read it to someone else, we don't get it. We don't know that we've left something out, or we've said it in a different way than we intended to.
That's fabulous. So what can people expect at the 2022 conference for the Las Vegas writers?
We're trying to put together a variety of faculty members so that we can hit marketing, we can hit editing. They'll be there. There will be publishers and editors there that you can pitch to. That a lot of times that's where you're getting your foot in the door, because it's an old boy network, and if you don't learn to network with these people, you're never going to get in. Because if you send a manuscript in, it goes in the pile of unsolicited, and those are the first ones that go out. They're never read usually.
Oh, okay.
So you recently took over this position as the educational chair. How does it feel to be back in the position of making the Las Vegas Writers Conference great in 2022?
Oh, it's hard getting back into the saddle, because I stopped to start my business, and then I came back into the group, and immediately they put me in as the education chair, and I'm having to learn what they have done already and what I can do, to bring more people in to get that well-rounded effect. That's the hardest part, is getting back into the saddle there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But since this was your dream and your baby,
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like it's a saddle that you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like meeting
It's a comfortable saddle.
It's a saddle that I know. It's a little different. That's all. All right. So where can people find out more about the Henderson's Writers Group and
about your writing?
Yes, about you and as a writer.
Oh, I write my sci-fi under J.A. Wilkins, because most people don't want to read sci-fi written by a woman. And I've written a series with a gentleman down in Tempe, Arizona. I'm in Henderson, Nevada. And so if they Google us, we're on Amazon, we're on Barnes and Noble, we're on just about everywhere. It's called the Tyranny series, is the one I did with him. I wrote a murder mystery that my mother asked me to write on her deathbed. And it's about her. She was a compulsive gambler, And so we took that story, made it into a murder mystery, and all of the stuff that the family had to go through dealing with her obsession is in the book. It's all true, and I tried to stay as close to the facts as I could. But, I mean, that I wrote under Joe Wilkins, because it's a different genre. You don't want to write under the same name for different genres. What else? Kind of lost.
Well, no, that was fabulous. Thank you for sharing that. But also, if someone wants to come to the conference, where should they go?
Oh, that's right. Henderson, you go to www.hendersonwritersgroup.com, and it'll give you the conference information, and it'll give you how to join the group. It'll give you all kinds of information about us. We have an anthology coming out for members that right now we're making submissions for. I think they do that every 2 years now. And it gives people the credit of being published. We have a different writers group. I believe the writers group they're having judge it is in Utah, and whoever gets the highest scores are the ones that get into the anthology. Every other year. So
that seems very interesting.
It's called the writer's block.
I'm loving this idea.
I
I love
love
this
it.
anthology.
I love it, right? And then you have different judges, so it's not even them that are judging you. That's
Well, you can't judge yourself. I mean, it's like trying to edit yourself. You can't do that either. You got to have somebody else look at it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on today and sharing your wealth of knowledge. We really, truly appreciate it. And I guess I'll go ahead and wrap this up.
Thank you.
You can find everything else you ladies are doing on www.andithoughladies.com. While you're there, take a moment, go to the bottom of the page and see the charities that we probably support. Maybe support them also. We thank you in advance for that. And just remember, y'all, wisdom is all around you if
you're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from Will No.
and Jade. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. Thanks for listening.